study that goes along with it. That's what you're gonna say, and that's subject to all these.
Somebody sitting here.
I'm just taking up too much space. Actually, they tell me I'm on it.
We were saving receipts.
But yeah, it's kind of been like all of a sudden. It's hit.
Maybe check.
Yeah, that's a meeting.
Your priorities on the state funding, and then we recognize it now. Right, okay. So like, if we're gonna go this one.
There was a tribute that started.
Yeah, we have documentation. It's not, we can form a city, it's not like you have a corporate or charter or whatever, but. And we follow everything. We did all. But that's filed in one department. It does not. Yeah. So, I mean, it should, but it does not always. And I don't know, safety seems like they're more of a GTE or something.
Yeah.
Group might have to do that, but like we had to get records.
Right.
Census Bureau is already working on stuff. I haven't, you know, to go through some new posts. Put together like we had these. So we kind of need a list of like, but I just have been sending the court order and the election returns and stuff like that. Haven't, I mean, the Census Bureau is.
Yeah.
What line are you?
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to City of St. George. This is the Planning Commission on Monday, April 6, 2026 at 6 p.m. at St. George Fire Department at 14100 Allen Highway in St. George, Louisiana. If y'all will stand, please, we'll call the meeting to order and say pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Want to do a roll call, please?
Travis Thornton.
Here.
Maureen Marion. Here. Lily Aguilar.
Here.
Lisa McAllister. Bonnie McKay.
We have 3 members present, so we do have a quorum. The minutes were on the website, sent to everybody's email address. We have a motion.
Motion approved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Public hearing agenda is item number 4A is PD-26-001 Final Development Plan and S-26-001 Preliminary Plat for Harveston West Villages Phase 1B, 2, and 3. The applicant has requested to defer this. Is the applicant here? Okay, you still want to defer?
Yes.
Motion?
Motion to defer. Motion to defer until the next plan.
Motion to defer until May the 4th. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is item B is S25-0111 subdivision at 4505 Sherwood Common Boulevard. Is the applicant here, please? Oh, excuse me, would y'all read the application, please?
This is case number S-25-0111. The site location is at 4505 Sherwood Common Boulevard. The owner is Sherwood Commons LLC. Applicant is MR Engineering. Site area 4.54 acres. Zoning is CW3, Commercial Warehousing 3. Existing use is office/warehouse under construction. The subject property consists of tract Y1, A1, A1, A1 of the Sherwood Common Office Park property fronting on Sherwood Common Boulevard. The site is currently under construction with 4 office warehouse buildings, associated parking, and a stormwater management pond. The applicant proposed to subdivide the subject property into 4 lots, identified as lots ML-1, ML-2, ML-3, and ML-4. Each proposed lot will contain 1 office warehouse building. Vehicular access and parking will be shared among the 4 proposed lots, with the stormwater management pond located on the proposed lot ML2. All proposed lots meet the minimum lot width and area requirements and have direct road frontage. The future buildings will comply with the minimum setback requirements for each proposed lot in the CW3 zoning district. Staff required a declaration of reciprocal servitude rights and obligations to ensure coordinated access, use, and maintenance across all 4 proposed lots. And this document was submitted by the applicant and is currently under review by staff and the city planning and zoning attorney. Proposed lots ML3 and ML4 are designated not a building site until private sewer service is established and inspected. Staff recommends approval with a list of conditions detailed in staff report finding number 9. That's it.
Do you have an applicant here, please? Do you have anything to add to the application?
I do not. My name is Jonathan Bradley with MR Engineering, located at 9345 Interline Avenue. We're here today to try to subdivide the property so that each individual building will be able to have individual ownership. Have any answer any questions?
So we turn your mic off, Gil. Sorry.
So this site, the 4 buildings under construction, now if I understand, y'all just want to subdivide each one of the buildings into separate lots so you can sell each one individually and or lease them individually, is that correct?
That's correct.
Any questions, commissioners?
Yeah, part of the comments is that the staff needs a declaration, so we need a reciprocal servitude or a POA. That's been submitted already. Where does that stand right now?
It is under review currently with the lawyers.
Okay.
So we're moving that along. Any comments we get will be addressed.
And that's just fully agreed to. I mean, as far as like everybody's got meeting of the minds there. And then it says a revised plat shall be submitted with all servitudes. So just make sure y'all are aware of that. That needs to accompany whichever way you go.
Yes, we'll have a revised plat, the finalized signatures and all that submitted.
Thanks.
And for note, the applicant is gonna have that notice for shared usage utilities also recorded with the plat as well, just in case, for future reference.
Thanks.
I'd like to do the public hearing. We'll open up the public hearing. Does anybody want to speak on this matter? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. Mr. Applicant, you want to come back, please? Y'all got any other questions, commissioners? Okay. Staff recommends approval with the following conditions on item number 9 on the application. On review from the staff comments, there's 4 comments. One is declaration of reciprocal servitude, a revised plat submitted showing all the servitudes, alternate property homeowners association or legal entity acceptable to the cities, and or what's the last one?
That's it.
That's it. Three items. I would say we recommend approval contingent upon meeting those staff requirements.
A motion?
Do we make a motion?
I'll do it.
You make a motion?
Motion to approve, contingent on staff recommendations.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Thank you. Item number C is S26-0006, exchange of property at 19400 and 19500 Highland Road. Staff, y'all want to read the application, please?
This is case S26-0006 at 19400 to 19500 Highland Road. The owner is Camille Landry. The applicant is Michael Davis on behalf of LandSource, Inc. The site area is 117.37 acres. The zoning is rural. The character area is suburban. The existing use is industrial and undeveloped. The request is a preliminary/final plat to exchange property between UND tract of the AB Hagen tract and Lot G of the Plummer Can Estate into tracts DSCR2 and DSCR3 in section 37 and 53 T8SR2E. The subject site consists of two existing properties, Lot G of the Plummer Can Estate and tract UND of the AB Hagen tract. Lot G has frontage on Airline Highway and tract UND has frontage on Highland Road. The applicant proposes an exchange of property to create tract DSCR2 and tract DSCR3 from Lot G and tract UND. Both existing tracts are used as industrial storage. There are no additional development proposals for the two new tracts. Both proposed tracts meet the minimum lot width and area requirements of the rural zoning district. Nearby properties are zoned rural, M1 and C2, and existing uses are undeveloped, industrial, commercial, and utility. Staff recommendation is approval.
Thanks, staff. The applicant here, please.
Good evening. David Patterson with LandSource, 6730 Exchequer Drive, St. George, Louisiana. I'm here representing the Landry family and Deep South Crane, the owners of the property. As was mentioned in the presentation, bordered on the south by Wards Creek, west by Highland, east by Breck property that I think a lot of us know as Fairgrounds, and then on the north by property that most of which fronts on Airline. It's all commercial uses, and the Landry's really just the whole point of this was to create the 30 acres that fronts on Highland Road. They want to sell that property, and then what's left over is the 86 acres in the rear. Some of that, there's no improvements on any of this property. Some of the rear property is being used for laydown because it's behind Deep South Crane's facility, and so we're not creating any additional lots.
Commissioners, any questions? So you're not changing any zone, we're just basically subdividing one lot into two lots?
2 lots into 2. It started with Lot G that fronts on Airline, and then the 110 acres in the rear, and then we're connecting G with the property in the rear, and then creating the lot along Highland. So it's 2 lots to 2 lots.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks, sir. This is public hearing. Anybody want to speak on this? State your name and address for us, please, sir.
My name is Henry Can, 15630 Airline Highway.
You got a comment?
Yeah, I'd like to defer the Plummer's Can Estate, until I get more information on what's going on.
Right now, they're just subdividing the property, and like you said, they're taking 2 lots and making 2 different lots out of it. Basically, they're subdividing the tract that fronts Highland Road off the remainder of the property, so they can sell that 30-acre tract, but they're not changing the zoning. The zoning remains the same. They're just subdividing the property.
Oh, that's the Landry property that they subdivide? No.
Yes, sir, the Landry property.
Okay. So it don't have anything to do with the Plummer Can's estate?
No, it's not a really question and answer session. If you want to make a statement, you can make a statement. We're not going to answer, we're not going to be here to answer the question. I'm trying to help you, but it's not a question and answer session. If you want to make a comment, just please make a comment, sir.
It's just a Landry property though.
Yeah, it's just a Landry
Just a
property.
Landry.
Right.
Okay, well, I received a letter saying a swapping of property, you know.
They just, like I said, there's one lot that goes to Airline Highway, they add it to the whole piece of property, and they subdivide the whole piece of property into two separate tracts. One of them's 30 acres, and the other one's remaining 88.82 acres.
Okay,
So you must live right there on Airline Highway.
Right.
Next to the property, yes, sir.
right,
He's right.
I'm assuming he was noticed because he's an adjacent.
It is a
Right,
Plummer County
right.
property. Yes. it is.
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
I can talk with him.
Okay. Thank you for your comment, sir.
He's right, it is the Plummer County property. He is correct.
Oh, it is the, okay.
Lot G used to be a portion of the Plummer Can property, but
Okay,
it doesn't involve the Plummer Can property as far as he's concerned, because it's only the property that the Landry's own.
He thought it was his property that.
right, yeah. Anybody else have any comments? If not, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners?
Just to approve.
You seconded it?
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
It's approved. Item D is S26-007, subdivision at 16255 and 16421 Old Perkins Road. Staff, y'all want to read the application, please?
This is case number S-26-0007. Site location is at 16225 and 16421 Old Perkins Road. Owner is B.R. Crete Property LLC. Applicant is DDG. Site area 75 acres. Zoning M1 light industrial. Existing use is industrial and undeveloped land. The request is a preliminary/final plat to subdivide the combined property of Tract 1 and Tract 2 of the Louisiana Concrete Products property into 3 lots, identified as Tracts 1-A, Tract 1-B, and Tract 2-A. All proposed tracts meet the minimum lot width and area requirements of the M1 zoning district. Proposed Tract 2-A is designated not a building site until the potential future Riga Road extension provides legal access and frontage. Until such time, Tract 2-A will continue to be accessed via a existing private driveway on the proposed Tract 1-A. Staff recommendation is approval.
Is the applicant here? Applicant's not here?
I'll move the, or to the next meeting, if you want to do that. They may run into some kind of personal issue.
Got a motion to defer? Got a second? To the next meeting? Travis, you second? Oh,
Can we hear and make sure there's nobody here to speak on?
okay, all right, let's do that. Again, this being a public hearing, we'll open it to public hearing. Anybody want to speak for or against this? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. Now we have a motion. Motion to defer, second,
Second?
till the next meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, motion to defer to the next meeting, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item E on the agenda is S26-008, exchange of property at Cozumel and Seagan Lane. Staff, y'all want to read the application, please?
This is case number S-26-0008. Location is at Cozumel Drive at Seagan Lane. Owner is Smith Seagan LLC. Applicant Benchmark Group LLC. Site area 5.55 acre. Base zoning is C2 heavy commercial. Existing use is commercial. The request is exchange of property between adjoining properties from tracts 1-A and 4-A into tracts 1-A-1 and 4-A-1, and from tracts 2 and 3 into tracts 2-A and 3-A in Delray Plaza property. Staff recommendation is approval.
Thank you. Is the applicant here, please? I can't.
I work for the Smith Egan LLC. I thought somebody from Benchmark Group was gonna be here, but I can, if I need to, just tell me what to do.
Okay, come on up, please.
You familiar with it? Can you tell us? All right.
Benchmark Group, is that Murray McCullough?
It is.
His brother, I understand his brother-in-law's in
Okay.
ICU in New Orleans, in obstetric clinic right now. He had a brain bleed, he's in bad shape, so I understand why he's not here.
Oh, gosh, okay, I don't know
So-
that. Okay, is this microphone on?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Angela Smith with Smith Segan LLC. The address is 11150 Cozumel Drive, Suite 7 in St. George, 70809. Do I just need to explain okay, so basically, what we're talking about today is lots 2 and 3. You can see on the screen, lot 2A, we've got a building there. Lot 3A, we've got a building. What we recently, and both of these buildings were built in the 80s, what we recently learned is that building on lot 3A was sort of built on lot 2A's property a little bit. So we're just having to get the boundary line straight.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Commissioners, any comments? You can see what they did probably looked like the building, and they're just trying to straighten up a mistake that was done, and down both pieces of property. I don't really see a problem with this, okay? Thank you. We'll open this to a public hearing. Anybody want to speak on this matter? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you for being here.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you.
I didn't see Benchmark till I read the whole thing, and I know Murray personally, so I know his brother-in-law was my roommate in college, so I know where he's at, so.
I'm glad to know that. Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Planning Commission meeting is hereby adjourned. We'll move directly into the zoning commission meeting. This is the zoning commission meeting Monday, April the 6th, 2026, immediately after the planning commission meeting at St. George Fire Department, 14100 Airline Highway, St. George, Louisiana. We'll call the meeting to order, zoning commission meeting to order. And roll call again, please.
Travis Thornton.
Here.
Lauren Marion. Here. Billy Aguilar.
Here.
Jason McAllister. Bobby McKay.
Just note that we have 3 members here. We have a quorum. We'll hold a meeting. The minutes were published on the website and sent to each one of us individually. Any comments, anything on the minutes?
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we'll open the public hearing now. The item number 4. Item A is PUD 17-06-C, Revision 5, changes to concept plan for the preserve at Harveston. Y'all want to read the application, please?
This is case number PUD-17-06-C-REV5. Site location is on east of intersection of Blue Bonnet Boulevard and Nicholson Drive. Owner is SLP LLC. Applicant is CSRS. Site area 542 acres. Zoning base is PUD, planned unit development. Existing use include undeveloped land, low and medium density residential, and agriculture. The request is a major change to concept plan, and that the proposed changes include open space and buffer zoning modification, parcel boundary reconfiguration, land use table modification, use definition modification, circulation and access changes. Staff recommends approval with the conditions detailed in staff report finding number 6.
Thank you, Albert.
Before we start, I did want to note that since the last meeting, there have been some changes to the application. One of the things was they have agreed to add in the roundabout that would be at Harbison Way. Last time that was a part of the conversation, but I do want to note that that has been an update that has been made. There was initially a plan for no roundabouts. Now there is going to be one roundabout that is being proposed at Harbison Way. And I just wanted to put that out there just in case that was a question for anybody.
Okay, besides them agreeing to the roundabout, they also get a traffic signal at the entrance to the commercial project that's under construction now, plus a U-turn lane between the red light and the roundabout.
They have not submitted a U-turn.
They hadn't submitted yet, but they agreed to it.
Yes, they have agreed, but not submitted in the plans
Right.
that formally show it, yes.
Okay, is Mr. Wampo here?
He's not here tonight, no, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll open this up for public hearing now. Thank you. We'll call you back up in a minute. I got three. Renee Pierce, you have to speak on the item on the other agenda that was deferred. Do you want to speak on this? No? Okay. Ron Crum?
He just answered my question. I'm satisfied as long as we're gonna get our roundabout, I'm good.
Okay.
Well, it's one, there were supposed to be two, but it's
Yeah.
the one.
And the one at Harveston Way, just to be clear, is the one that I was interested in.
That's correct. Colleen Burke? Colin Burke? You want to come up and speak?
Oh, no, I was, what he said.
What he said.
Anybody else want to speak on this?
Mr. Commissioner, I just would like to put my card in for the record.
Okay. You don't want to speak?
Well, I was here to oppose the elimination of the roundabout, so if that's a concession that the developer is willing to make, then I'm satisfied with that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for comment. I will close the public hearing. Commissioners, y'all got any questions for the applicant?
I got one. Harveston Way, is that, so the outlet from U Club, is that where that's gonna come out?
That's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where the proposed roundabout's gonna be.
Thanks.
Have you updated the traffic study with the city?
So the traffic study's been updated to include just the roundabout at Harveston Way. It's also been updated to include a safety analysis at Seagan and Nicholson. We still need to revise the traffic study to include the U-turn that we've agreed to, and so we will continue to work with staff to revise the traffic study showing the U-turn prior to city council.
And when's that gonna be ready?
We'll work on, Lawrence, we gotta,
2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks.
So if we come back here on May 4th, it'll be ready by then?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I mean, we would prefer to move forward with the approval under the condition that we will comply with staff's requirements for the traffic study, instead of coming back again for another planning commission meeting. That would be our request.
Okay, well, but we don't have, they're not satisfied that it's gonna, that the traffic study is going to comply, right? I mean, you don't have it yet. So you don't know that the second that light is going to be as good as the two roundabouts. You don't know they're gonna work together yet. Do you
Well,
have that
the
information?
study that we submitted includes a signalized intersection at driveway 5, which is Stagestone Avenue, which is the new driveway for the West Village.
But it doesn't include the U-turns.
It does not include a U-turn between that intersection and the roundabout.
There's a median being proposed on Bluebonnet. So the roundabout, for most of the turning movements for people that are having to take a right out from the bottom, basically taking a right, we'll use that U-turn to go back up to whatever the development is, the commercial development on the other side. The U-turn on this southern quadrant is the one that we are talking about that has not been incorporated into the traffic study. What they're asking for is to have an approval contingent upon adding that U-turn into the traffic study and being compliant in advance of the council meeting, right?
Yeah, that's
Is that
correct. Yeah,
I just wanted
that's
to make
correct.
sure. And how do you feel about that? They will be compliant.
Or they won't go to council.
Right.
So,
Or they'll have to defer at council until they get it right.
so we talked about one U-turn, you're talking about two U-turns now?
One U-turn, the roundabout provides for U-turns on one side,
Okay, I got it.
and then we need a U-turn on the other side. That is the only part that has not been added
Because that's what we discussed and that's what we kind of agreed to, is they could do the roundabout,
for one side.
and when somebody comes out of U-12 also.
And I would say so when we're talking about the U-turn, I mean, specifically, the traffic study is just to identify the length of storage that's needed for the U-turn. And within a median, you know, we feel comfortable that we will have enough room to make it work. It's just a matter of documenting it within the report and what those links are based off the traffic and rerouting the traffic that we need to reroute for that U-turn location.
I know, but so from my position, I'm saying, okay, council, I think it's ready, it's right, it's ready for you to look at, and I don't think it is yet. I don't think we have the study that we need. I don't think that's all completed, the paperwork, to say it fits, it works. I mean, you don't have the updated numbers yet.
But we're gonna make it contingent on she's not gonna approve it. If the traffic study doesn't work, it's not gonna get approved, then they gotta come back, because it won't get approved. So she's gotta approve it. The traffic study has to be correct, and the City of St. George engineering approval, or it won't get approved.
Correct. Same thing with the construction plans. I mean, construction plans have to come through review and approval as well.
Brian, which council meeting would this go to? Not next,
No, it would go to the 28th.
April 28th?
April 28th.
For introduction.
Oh,
I mean, that's just a couple
14
weeks.
for the introduction.
So 14th for the introduction, the 28th to be voted on.
Well, the deadline to get the 14th introduction is tomorrow.
So we based off of the decision today.
I don't think you get to the next council meeting. The next question is, can you revise the plans to show the roundabout and the U-turn and the traffic light on the plans before it goes to council?
I think that's what you said. Is that correct?
Yeah, the concept plan's already been revised.
The concept plan has been revised. It shows the traffic light, the one roundabout and the U-turn.
Correct, yes.
Do you have it?
Not the U-turn. We need to add the U-turn in.
Not the U-turn. Okay, can you revise it to show the U-turn?
Yes, we can.
And the U-turn may move or whatever, or may lengthen or whatever, depending on traffic study. Correct, engineering? Okay, and Mr. Wampo is not here.
That's correct. Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. I would recommend that we approve it, contingent upon meeting all staff requirements under line 6, ABC on staff requirements. And the drawing be updated to show the U-turn before the council meeting. And a letter from Mr. Wampo agreeing to do the roundabout, the U-turn, and the red light before the council meeting.
Yep.
Commissioners?
I'm make a motion to approve with all the things that you just laid out, Billy. So all of the staff recommendations and also the letter.
Staff, do we need to add anything to that?
No, we laid out all of our contingencies, which speak to that in the staff report itself. That includes what our traffic engineer has mentioned before. It's just a matter of just ensuring that all of it is in the plan before exception. So it's been laid out and documented within the staff report that it must include the roundabout, the turnarounds, and all of those things are for approval. So we will ensure that that makes it on there and also have the agreement in place with Mr. Wampold for the meeting, if that's the recommendation that you guys have. But we've outlined what we will need as staff to move forward in the report.
Otherwise, it doesn't get on the agenda.
Otherwise,
Well, better get on agenda.
it'll be deferred, it will be recommendation of deferral if we don't have that information.
It's just a recommendation that they can move forward with it.
Yeah, and then it would be, we would have to make the recommendation, say we don't have the information to move forward. So without acceptance from our engineer, we are unable to move forward to say that it meets those requirements. So essentially, it's just gonna be held up until they get acceptance from the traffic engineer to update to revise the traffic impact study.
But again, we agree with all conditions that have been laid out by staff. And we'll provide that before the council meeting.
We got a motion with contingencies, and we'll include the contingencies Ron just laid out.
Yeah, motion to approve with all contingency laid out by staff, and then also the letter that Billy laid out from Mr. Wampole.
I'll second the motion. Roll call vote, please.
Travis Barton,
Yes.
Gordon Marion,
No.
Jason McAllister, Bobby McKay,
Billy Aguilar, yes. Motion carries 2-1. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number B is CU-26-003, conditional use permit at 15352 Terrell Road. Is the applicant here, please?
This is CU 260003 at 15354 Terrell Road.
Can y'all be quiet, please? We still got a meeting going on.
The owner and the applicant is Daniel Jones. The site area is 1.25 acres. The zoning is rural. The existing use is low-density residential. The request is a conditional use permit for a home occupation. The subject site is Lot X of Alex Terrell Tract. The lot is developed with a residential structure, a pool house, and a shed at the rear of the property. The lot measures roughly 161.6 feet by 298.5 feet. The property is used as a home occupation, which is a conditional use in the rural zoning district. The property currently does not have a conditional use permit. The proposed conditional use permit is for Fireside Films, a video production company. Surrounding zoning is rural and A3.3. Surrounding land uses are low-density residential, commercial, high-density residential, and undeveloped. Staff recommendation is approval.
You, the applicant, state your name and address, please, sir.
Daniel Jones, 15354 Terrell Road.
So you, staff, y'all had some, y'all, no staff comments?
We recommend approval.
It not all,
It meets all the technical requirements of a conditional use permit and home occupation.
okay. Thank you, sir. This is a public hearing. We'll open it for public comments. Any comments, any public comments? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. Staff, y'all got any questions?
Motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Item number C is SP 26
Yes.
dash.
Is that what it was?
Next item on the agenda is C, SP 26-0002, site plan at 15961 Airline Highway. Staff?
This is case number SP-26-0002. Site location is at 15961 Airline Highway. Owner is MMR Constructor Inc. Applicant is Brian Eglert, BMA Eglert and Associates. Site area is 2.51 acres. Zoning is CW1, Commercial Warehousing 1. Existing use is office/warehouse. The request is a site plan to demolish the existing office and warehouse buildings and construct a 3-story, 36,653 square foot office building and associated new parking area in a single phase on the front and middle portion of a developed lot. Staff recommendation is approval.
Thank you, staff. Applicant here, please.
push this? No.
Yeah, push the button.
Hey, my name is Blaine McRae. I'm with Ritter Mayer Architects. We're, so, we're trying to demolish a kind of a combination of 2 or 3 existing buildings and build a new 3-story building, so office use.
This is your site plan approval. There's 2 buildings, I think now y'all gonna demolish both buildings, build another building, and basically redo all the parking to basically exactly what you got, and I think you're adding 70 parking spaces.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes. There's, on this site plan, the building on the right is to remain, the kind of long skinny building.
Staff, any questions? No question. This is a public hearing. We'll open this for public hearing. Any public comments, please? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. You can come back up if you want to, if we got, I guess it's not really necessary. Staff?
Motion to approve.
Do a roll call vote, please.
Travis Martin,
Yes.
Tony Mears,
Yes.
Jason McAllister, Bobby McKay, Billy Powell.
I'm not gonna vote on it, but it carries 2 to nothing, I guess, so motion carries. Thank you.
Is that a recusal or abstention?
I recuse myself? Okay, I recuse myself from voting. Thank you. Motion carries 2 to nothing. Any other business? Anybody got any other business? Any other general public comments? Anybody want to make a comment on anything about planning and zoning? There being none, motion?
Motion. Adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to adjourn is approved. Planning and zoning commission meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you.